Hello, people, whoever people are. I'm rolling through Nashville. I won't be talking or reading comments very much. Charles Brandt, how are you doing? I'm going to try not to read comments, but I can see, hey, how you doing, TRC? How are you doing, Charles? Is everything going good? Hey, Michael, how are you doing? I just watched your video over there, Michael. That was a good one. Very positive video. I like that. Hey, Karen. Karen, I tried that app and it will only work on this channel, but then it wouldn't let me go live for some unknown reason, so I deleted it. All right, Charles, that sounds spectacular. I don't know how long Signal's going to stay with me today, being that you know how it gets on the other side of Nashville on 24. It just kind of goes away around Kentucky for some reason. I know. We can't afford internet in Kentucky. That might be what it is. I don't know. I think I should have cleaned my window. It looks kind of streaky. Or it might just be the lights. Right, Karen? Well, I've got like, 6 accounts, right? And this one's my old account. Hey, Miss Lady, how are you doing? But since this one is my old account, it always makes it come up first. It does the same thing if I go live with the GoPro. It only goes live from this account. I don't know why. Maybe I need to make a whole nother account on a different email. Well, I've got other accounts on other emails I could use, but they wouldn't be able to go live because they don't have no subscribers unless I use one of them funky apps. Yeah, I seen that Colorado was shut down. I know, ain't no I-80 in Colorado, but I understand what you're saying. I speak country. Hang on, let me wipe that there off. Maybe it'll help if I wipe it off. It's still the same. Now I just got Kleenexes all over my lap. Oh well, such is life. How's everybody doing today? Has everybody had a good day? I hope so. I am unloaded. I got unloaded in Atlanta. And then I waited for traffic to die down because it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was terrible traffic. This holiday traffic's going to be bad this year, I believe. And Nashville was shut down earlier. I'm hoping that everything's running good through there now. Me too, Karen. I wish that app had to work. Uh-oh, Miss Lady had a rough day. You got called the B word. And he wasn't pulling your hair. Oh my gosh. Oh, you sound just like somebody else, Miss Lady. Oh my goodness. What, Charles, your phone was ringing all day? See, Miss Lady, Michael, truck driver over there, he thought that was hilarious too. Hey, Charles, are you going to be around tomorrow morning? Can I call you for a minute? I'm going to be doing something with my old authority there, and I thought I'd talk to you for a minute. All right, I'll give you a call tomorrow. He was 82 years old, so yeah, we might want to let that one go. He's probably delusional. Golly, one of these days we'll all be 82, if we are so lucky. To humor in certain things. It just might, Michael. It just might. Michael, you need to go over and share some stuff on that on that Facebook. We need to get that Facebook popping. Ain't nobody sharing no stuff. I shared your video over there. And Charles Brandt, I can't get him to make no videos. He should have been making videos where he started up this new business thing, and he ain't made one video yet. It could have automatically rocketed him to the top. He would have been the new kid on the block. Hey, is it snowing on you, Karen? Oh, I know what I can do with these tissues that I've got right here in my lap. My nose has just been bothering me like crazy. It must be like allergy season. I don't know what allergies would be bothering somebody as old as me. Well, maybe young heifer allergies, that might do it. You know what I learned a long time ago, Charles, and there's a right way of doing things, there's a wrong way of doing things, and there's the expedient way of doing things that get you through the hard times until you just do things right, right? Sometimes you do things wrong. You do things wrong, and it's okay. But you are 100% right. Everybody would say you're doing this wrong and doing that wrong. I took a little business model and turned it into a $5 million business in a year, and I did every single thing wrong. And I knew I was breaking the law in so many ways, but I could play dumb as long as nobody caught me. And then 6 months into it, I went ahead and got all legal, right? And that was okay. But that's rolling the dice, though. But this time around, I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently because I'm doing it somewhere else, and that's involving somebody else. So I got to do everything legal from the get-go. But that's okay, too. We know what we're doing. That is spectacular, Charles. Spectacular. You got any room over there for any straight trucks? I might send a few your way. I don't understand why my phone wouldn't go live on any of my channels, even after I deleted that app, that Mozambique app or whatever, Karen. But after I restarted it, it went live okay. Hey, I understand. I'm real excited about this new thing I'm going to be doing. If everything, I mean, it all hinges on one little thing that has nothing to do with trucking. It's, somebody's health, right? So I gotta wait and see how that turns out. No, I think my phone's legal, but boy, it's all cracked up. I dropped it yesterday before I went live and cracked the screen, and it's just a mess. I need to get by Best Buy. I've got some choice words for them over at Best Buy, but I won't use those choice words because that's not conducive to a happy business relationship, right? Oh, no, I'm not. I need this phone that I'm on right now is probably almost 3 years old, and I've been happy with the phone, but I've never been happy with the camera. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get the new one that has the widescreen that I want. Yeah, I don't like it right here in this position. I like it in the center of my dashboard with a widescreen. Yeah, I got choice words, but I'm too nice to use them. I just wouldn't do it. Now we know other people that would. That's okay too. I like people that can use them words. I just wasn't raised that way. But they're in my head. Look at you people. Let's go. Come on. Traffic has just been terrible. And the trucks have been some of the worst culprits. Oh yeah, come on, let's cross the line. Let's ride on my side of the road. He's been with me since Atlanta. Sharing is caring. That's right. I ordered me 2 new tarps, and I've got to get over there and pick them up in the morning and get some tarps made for my motorcycles. All right, let's just fix the problem. There, he made me exceed the speed limit. I didn't like that. Now a day driver want to take road 2. Oh yeah, the day drivers are everywhere. They scare me. It's them hub group drivers, right? Not that I know anybody driving for hub group. They seem to be an okay company, I guess. They might hire some yahoos. I'm not sure. They probably are. I don't know anything about them. Middle lane turtles. Oh yeah, that's true. I think all of those companies are pretty much all the same company, just different name. No, I've never driven any intermodal. I don't. I think it would be bad on trucks. Oh yeah. That I don't want to make that kind of money. Yeah, I think intermodal would beat your truck to death, or at least it used to back in the day. I did have a truck that I had on intermodal, and it was, hey, how you doing? So everybody, see, that's our buddy over there in Germany. Hey, how you doing? Vielen Donkey and all that good stuff. But the truck that I had doing intermodal didn't make me any money. All he did was run heavy and beat the heck out of the truck. So I didn't like that at all. I ended up switching that truck over and running boats out of northern Indiana for about a year until the last recession hit. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna be double stacked up through Christmas and after Christmas. But you know, most everything's already in the stores. I don't know about where you guys are at, but most of the Walmarts have those containers sitting out back now in their lawn and garden center, ready to restock the stores through Christmas. That's a lot of product. Does the screen look kind of dark? Should we try out one of these filters again? Look, it's like a disco ball. Disco. Disco duck. No? Okay, y'all don't want disco. Okay, we'll go back with normal for now. Hey, is there a game on tonight, Charles? Is the Rams and the Ravens or somebody playing? Or is that tomorrow? I know that next week the Bears is going to lose to Dallas, but I'm okay with that. The Ravens won. It's already over. Oh, okay. Well, you see how much I'm into football. That's about how much. Well, have you been driving, Charles? Well, it is 11:30 there, but it's not here because I'm on Central Time. I'm really glad everything is going good for you, though, Charles. That's a lot of time off, Charles. That's spectacular. If you get to go fishing or something, I bet you're just as busy when you're not driving as you are when you're driving. Beating down doors and making phone calls. Let's get Nashville behind us. Ara's on vacation in South Africa. That is spectacular. Look, everybody, he's in South Africa. They are amazing. Boy, I haven't never been to South Africa. I don't. Well, what happened? I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden, my phone went off. That was weird. Maybe it was. I went beside that rock wall. Maybe it just buffered on out. Let's see. 24 West closed. Oh, my goodness. I'll have to take the Briley Parkway if it's closed. Hey, Charles, I can stay on 40 to the Briley, right? Wait a minute. I'm not on 40. I'm on 24. Well, I'll have to go from 24 to 40 to find the Briley. On the west side. I don't like the Briley on this side as much. Ain't that crazy how we know things about different places in the country? Detour exit now. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to concentrate on the road here for a minute and read the signs. That's one thing about being a trucker. You guys ever notice that? You read signs everywhere you go for the rest of your life. You're ruined on any kind of pleasure drive because you're reading signs. Did you say you got gas, Michael? Well, you should probably get some Tums or some Beano. Got gas built in our heads. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. that disco strobe light effect on the camera a while ago. Now I've got disco duck stuck in my head. Oh yeah, we've been spectacular. It's been a spectacular 6 or 7 weeks, Charles. I mean, it's just spectacular. The last 7 weeks has made up for any griping that I've done about sitting around this year. It's all in the gravy now. Hmm. 24 West, let's see, 52A. So that's what I was reading earlier. The 24 West was closed, and I was hoping it would be open by now. It was something about a construction project that was supposed to be done, and it's not done. Now, back in Chattanooga, they had a bus crash. And I think it said there was 11 kids killed, but it wasn't on the highway. So, that's still terrible. I didn't read the article. I just glanced at it. It was on Google. But you never know about Google. It might have been sending me notifications of something that happened 3 years ago. All right, RO, you have a spectacular day over there and be safe. Wrap up that thing. See, I could take this Briley, but I don't want to. Then I'll have to get back on 65 South and bring it around. Let's see, here we go. What's it say? 440 West to 65 South. Ramp. That's closed too? All right, Charles, you have a good night. I'm going to have to find some way to get around this. I know, I'll follow Avert. I mean, it's Nashville. It's my backyard. I know Nashville. Night, Charles. Darn, I hate going this way. Look, Avert has their very own driveway. looking at the landscape. I love seeing everything. And I like the challenges too. And I like it that I don't have to listen to anybody gripe at me for anything. I can gripe at them. Back when I first started owner operating, well, it was when I started truck driving. I didn't know anything about how it was. And every company I signed on with was always all owner operators. And when you're at an owner operator company, ain't no dispatcher ever gives you any lip or anything else because you're there and they kind of serve it because you are there. And then I had friends come into the business that they had been company drivers, and they would be subservient to their dispatchers, and I would always be like, "No, dude, don't bend over for none of them people. Don't bend over. You're the boss." But when you've been subservient to people, a lot of times it's hard to change that. Of course, you still got to treat everybody nice and just be sensible. But they'll try to foster off bad freight on you if you let them. And you can't let them do that because it's your bottom dollar that matters as well as theirs. But a lot of times they won't think about your bottom dollar. They're just thinking about theirs. Ow. It's too hard to preach it, Michael. There's too many of them. There's too many of them. And every day another 1,000 rise up of totally new ones that don't know. And I'm so old that by the time I preached it, I'd be like 90 and withered up, and I don't want to. I don't know. I might still be driving when I'm 90. I hope so. I hope I'm still able to, even if I'm not. I don't think I can do 40 because that's still going to run me into 24. Hey, I might be able to go this way because I might have bypassed the exit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's stop right here. All right, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to take 40 right up here. Well, that's a mouthful. $40 east. Let's see. No, I don't want 40 east. Knoxville right lane. Let's see. We want west. We want west. Oh, there it is. There it is. No, this is my first channel. It's not my new channel. It's my old channel. It just kind of died. Let's see. Let's go west. It's west, west, west. I didn't want to go live on the truck channel tonight because I got a video moving today, and if I load another video within 24 hours, it might slow it down. So I decided to go live over here and let that video make its move. I don't know if it slows it down, but that's what the YouTube gods have said. I don't always believe them, though. Disco, disco duck. All right, hopefully we went around the construction. But I don't know. I think we might have, and there ain't no sign saying 24 West closed. I think we did it. I think we did it. That's spectacular. Have any of you guys ever been downtown Nashville? Yep, 10-4, that's what I did, is went around it. Downtown Nashville is a really nice place to get out and walk around and see the sights. And it's pretty safe. You might get run over, but other than that, I mean, anything bad can happen to anybody anywhere, right? But it's pretty nice. Have you ever noticed how the AT&T building over here beside the truck stop, it looks just like Batman's head. I've always thought it looked like Batman. Ah, here comes the city. It's doing really, really well. It's starting to break in good. I'm real happy with it. Fuel mileage is picked up. It's just really nice. Well, I think I did really good getting around that. Yay! All right, I gotta take my glasses off now, guys. I gotta get serious. It's town time. I've always found this to be an exciting city. I don't like Louisville very much. When I was a kid, I'd run around Louisville all the time, and it was kind of rough. I've been shot at up there so many times by my youth. I don't know why anybody wants to shoot at anybody. Korean Bet Boulevard. Boy, the city is beautiful over there. Going to Jamestown, I think it's called. Well, all right. Been shot at too. Miss Lady, who's been shooting at you? Nobody should be shooting at you. You're a girl. The only time girls should be shot at is when somebody's pulling your hair and calling you the B word. And then there should be nothing mechanical about it. You can't see the city, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's take you back around here. Okay. All right, let's just do it this way. Whee! I'm not exceeding the speed limit. He's going slow. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Mm, 24 straight. I can't read all that, Michael. I'll have to read it after the feed. I think we got it in the bag now. It's 300 miles to St. Louis. I'm doing good. Hammered down. Hey, Midnight Rider, how are you doing today? For tonight. It's really funny when you're in a live feed somewhere and there's 3 different Midnight Riders in there. Let's outrun this car. All right, I'm coming over there now. I'm coming over and joining you. Thank you very much. Excuse me, guys. That's really rude, coughing in your ear like that. Or kind of in your face. That might be how you get phone herpes. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how to say his name. He's from Germany. Aroro. Ara. I don't know. He's over in South Africa. He better not. He better dress up and be safe over there. I knew some guys back in the day from South Africa. They were quite entertaining. Hey, anything, Miss Lady, thank you. Thank you for being there for all of us. You're spectacular. Oh, Miss Lady, you want to put a plug out there for yourself? Because, I know you're thinking about coming back out on the road, Are you still at home, Michael? Or, no, you just said you was in Jamestown or going to Jamestown. You're already back out on the road, right? Yes, you've got to be the original Midnight Rider. I agree. Excuse me, I agree. But whenever you pop in the room, it always makes me think about Creedence Clearwater, right? No, never was a... Right, but you've been thinking about it though, haven't you? Because you told me about that, and the kids are all off and doing good in school and everything. That's right. Eh, Whatever LLJ Cool said, I'm going to agree with him. I might agree with some Ice Cube too, or is it Ice Tea? I don't know. The chunky one from Fridays. It's Friday. I don't like the other one, but I do like that one. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, how are you going to handle all that California stuff there, Michael? Well, you can call me tomorrow and tell me, yeah, but I said right along. And was scared. Hey, you know what? Have you ever thought about the expediter trucks, lady? The ones Crafty Trucker in them have. You you don't need no experience to get in one. It's a Class B license. You don't have to go to school to get a Class B license. You can get right in one of them expediter trucks pretty simply. I think if I was to start putting on trucks again, and there is a possibility I might, it may be some of them expediter trucks with the big sleepers, and it would be so much easier to get people to work for you than their, that their records aren't blemished really bad. Where in the Class A, it's a different story. There's just a lot of things out there. Oh, right, that's Allman Brothers. I really should know that. Come on now. Where are the Allman Brothers from? Or no, I'm thinking about the Everly Brothers now. Yes, exactly. A bigger audience to pull from, and they're a lot of them haven't. You know, Hell, I'll send somebody to I'll pay for somebody's licenses and get them in a truck and on day one. That way they're learning the right way, and I don't gotta have them already with a bunch of bad habits. And they don't got to go out in a training period to learn how to drive because they're automatic trucks and they're just Class B. You just spin and go. Of course, there's still a learning curve, but it's not going to be like a tractor trailer learning curve. All right, I really don't want to speed. That truck don't. I'm going to speed. Let's just do it, guys. Miss Lady, I can't read that. It's too big for me to read. I'll have to read it later. Oh, I'm shamelessly speeding. I'm a bad, bad boy. Alright. Now I'm doing good. I'm safe. Yay, I made it. Well, I understand that. I do. Them dogs are wonderful. I was back there fighting with Grace before I started this live feed. I have to fight her once a day because she's very gentle with Walter when she fights with him. But me, she just beats the heck out of me. But she kisses me after, so it's all right. Woohoo! It's so dark out here in the country. Tomorrow, the weather's going to actually be pretty nice over in St. Louis. It's not supposed to rain. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees or 47. I'm not saying I'm going to be riding the motorcycle, but I might be saying that. Because if I've got to unload it to get it measured, I might as well go for a ride for a couple of hours, right? Because it's supposed to be raining the rest of the week up here, I believe. Oh, what? Are you still there, Michael? What I was going to ask you is, are you running on the company side or the owner-operator side? Oh, I got a heated jacket, and it really helps a whole lot. And I got a pair of thermal pants, motorcycle pants. Okay, are you leased to someone, or are you running your own authority? Oh, wait a minute, is that a CO or an OO? I don't know. Always a good time for a bike ride. It is, that's what I'm thinking. I don't, if I have to unload the bike to measure it for this tarp, I might as well go for a ride. I mean, it might be a few more weeks before I get to ride again, so as long as it ain't raining, even if it is cold, I didn't even think about that till just now. Hell yeah, I'm going to take a ride. Hell yeah. That will make for a spectacular day. Matter of fact, I don't think I've made any moto vlogs from Missouri yet, have I, Michael? I should get out and get Missouri. Yeah. Oh hell yeah, I understand, Michael. I do. So that the AB5's not going to affect you. That's what I was worried about. Gonna have 60 here tomorrow. Wow, but you're over on the coast, Midnight Rider. Oh, I wasn't over on 95. We was on 85. We went to Syracuse and came back. The weather, it snowed in Pennsylvania, but it was nice down through North Carolina. I really like North Carolina. I was at Fort Bragg for a while, and I really like the way North Carolina operates in some ways. They got some bad stuff over there, unfortunately, and they're kind of backwards. I don't know about you, Joe Sub Doobie, but I'll tell you what, I'll check you out later. If you do trucking material or motorcycle material, I will. Otherwise, I probably won't. But hey, anybody wants to subscribe to Ja Doobie, y'all go ahead. He might have some interesting material. I don't know. What kind of material do you do there, Ja Doobie? I know I'm probably just butchering your name. I'm not, real good with some names. It's 8520. No, it's not going to affect me unless it goes nationwide. If for any reason our company, they moved out of California to Florida. If for any reason it does, I'll just reactivate my old authority and I'll pay the company as a dispatching service. Now, if it goes nationwide, I'll still do that. So I'm not worried about it. There's ways around it. Where I would worry about it if you wanted to build a fleet. That's where I would really worry about it. The whole plan with AB5, y'all remember how CARB came about, right? And then it went nationwide. That's what they're trying to do. Do be cartoons or video games. Oh, cartoons and video games. Well, if I can steal some cartoons from him, I'll check out your channel, home team. If I can steal some cartoons from you, I might come over there. I like cartoons, I really do. Yeah. There, you'll be fine as a single owner operator. And now, as long as you're not, do you live in California? If you don't live in California and the company you're leased to is not in California, then you're fine as an owner operator. But if your company is in California, that's a different story. They're going to force it on you, but you can get around it with your own. Well, okay. Washington State's fine so far. Man, I really love Washington State. At least as far as the land goes. It's just so beautiful. There's so many places to ride up there. But I sure had a hard time finding beach access up there to just ride over to the ocean and look around and stuff. I went to the Playhouse in St. Louis and watched the what was that thing? Wicked. Have you ever seen the billboards for Wicked? It's the Wizard of Oz in reverse. From the witch's standpoint, it was pretty spectacular. I didn't like the crowds. I don't like crowds, but it was still nice. Oh, that's really cool. This summer, I'm going to go up to what's that city up there in Canada, the big one, Straight Up 5. Oh, what is that? Darn it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave my truck on the American side, and I'm gonna ride the bikes up there. Yeah, Vancouver. That's it. The only time I've been to Canada is in airports when the plane's been laid over and stuff like that. I've never got out and I think Canada's kind of cool. I got a passport. I might as well use it. Boy, this coffee really got me jacked up. I think I put 5 tablespoons in there. I've noticed that when you see them down here, they do drive really, really bad. I wonder if they drive better on snow. Do y'all know, are any of y'all old enough to remember the Wide World of Sports that used to come on Sundays? As I remember, as a kid, I used to watch motorcycle racing on ice. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I wonder if they still do that somewhere. All right, Michael, I'll talk to you later. You be safe. I'll give you a call. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what they had was spiked tires. I always was like, they're going to run over themselves and perforate their buddy. I can imagine that. I don't know how long the spikes was. They probably wasn't very long for safety. I guess they wouldn't have to be very long as they grip the ice. Back when I was a kid, they was using bikes that, when I was a kid, they didn't have dirt bikes. So everything was like just, scramblerized. I'm pretty sure that's not a word, but we'll make it one for this conversation. Well, you can certainly do it, Will. You can do it. Oh, that's cool. Um, one of one of my cousins actually has a company up there, and he's like, fourth cousin or whatever. And you can actually make your way up there. It's doable. I don't think it would be anything like television, because on television, although they call it reality TV, I don't think it really is, because you don't have that much drama in your daily life. I don't think, even if you are running the ice road. And I don't think they're ever going more than 30 miles an hour anyway. Yesterday, Steve from Big Rig Travels was actually talking about that, and he was like, the truck falls over in a snowbank, and there just happens to be a camera sitting there when it falls over. I've actually worked with I didn't work with them, but I've talked. A reality show called me and wanted me to do some stuff with them, and it was for trucking, but it's all contrived, and I didn't like that. Aha. Yep, it's all for TV. Them poor ice road truckers didn't get paid very much. I don't know what they got paid, but from the people that called me up wanted me to do a show, it was going to pay really, really, really good. But they also told me that the ice road truckers, their pay schedule was very small, because the guy that put on the show, he didn't want them to make too much money and quit the show. So he wanted to keep them hungry. Now, he sure made a chunk of change, though, didn't he? Because I think that ran for like 7 years. Well, I guess it still. I guess it's still running, but maybe a different version of it. Oh, what's a name to? That must be gamer games. These people are out here running fast tonight. I'm about 40 miles. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, about 40 miles from the state line. I'll probably lose my signal there. But I might not. I don't know. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll check out your gaming channel, too. What games do you play? I used to be stationed back in the day over here at Fort Campbell. It's a nice base. Ah, okay. 10-4. Well, was it me freezing, Karen, or was it you freezing? I mean, you are in the Arctic Circle. So he went down and hit the hay bales. 120 miles an hour. That's really fast. All right, we can do that, Mr. Gamer. We can do that. Yeah, 120 miles an hour is just too fast. Oh, okay, Karen. Okay. I wish that app that you had told me about would have worked. I know there has to be a way to do it, but even when the Asian guy did it that one time and it worked great for him, I've never seen him use it again. A highway through hell here on TV right now, Big Rig. Isn't the highway to hell thing in Brazil? I think it is. That TV show that called me and wanted to do us to do a series, I was kind of excited about it. And then when it got to the network decided that they needed a more diverse team, if you know what I'm saying. A more diverse team. I was like, hell, I can put a wig on and strap on a pair of fake boobies if you want some diversity. Ah, okay, Karen. Did you ever tell me what your weather was, Karen? Is it snowing? Hey, who was it that said last night? It was little Viking coach. He said to do, yeah. So I'm going to get together 5 of them lot lizards and do Lady Marmalade in the lot lizard costumes. I think that would be funny. and we can make it a itchy itchy crotchy Roddy or something like that, right? That'd be funny. Some of those lizard costumes have nice tails. I think that's exactly how I'm going to play it. Yeah. Now it's 6 more months before I can do another lot lizard video. Have you looked at that video lately, Karen? It has as many thumbs downs as it has thumbs ups, and it gets a lot of really good comments. But most of the guys that come looking for it are wanting to see girls, so they get mad and cuss me out sometimes. But it has 250,000 views. It's quite entertaining. Hell, it makes $100 a month. And I didn't figure nobody would watch it. I thought it would be fun to make it, you know. Oh, I didn't know that. Then they have one of them shows in Brazil too. I wonder what that one's called. But that girl from Ice Road Truckers, she's down there in Brazil on doing that one. There's a lot of that stuff that goes on up in Canada. I was looking at that haul road in the summertime. I mean, like, it's just like 300 miles long. Now that one I think would be more dangerous, a lot more dangerous than the ice road stuff. Oh, okay, okay. Have you talked to Choice lately, Karen? I've been meaning to call him, but I always forget about it. I think we always are running different hours. A lot of times I run at nighttime. Is he doing good? I know he was having some problems over there with some of those peoples, you know. I was on the Grown Folks channel like 3 weeks ago, and they was raising a ruckus over Choice and 1034 chilling or whatever, and I was like, "What are y'all talking about? Choice is a good guy." I like the Grown Folks format. I think he's funny, but I think he likes to try to bait people into some drama. I was teasing about. Has he still got that dog, Karen? I think he's gonna have that dog forever. I told him God done gave him that dog, and it ain't going nowhere now. Yeah, I got to call him and talk to him about that, and I also have to terrorize him about that dog. He still got it. It must be eating now, right? Because I know it wasn't eating before, but it has to be eating if it's still alive. Oh yeah, Grace will lock me out of the truck every chance she gets, but I always keep a key with me. I'm gonna try, Midnight Rider. I'm gonna try. Oh man, that's terrible. That's how them dogs do you. I think they do it on purpose. I actually try to park in positions so when the dogs get in the window looking for me, the dog will always look in the direction you walked. So if you park facing the truck stop, then when they climb up in the window, they're going to hit the lock button. But if you park where you have to walk away from the truck going backwards, then they'll look that way and they won't lock you out. Clarksville. Let me tell you guys about Clarksville. I don't know about now, but back in the day, they had a booby bar here that I just loved. Now, I'm an old man now. I won't be going to no booby bars, but when I was a young man, it was a nice booby bar. His dog has also learned how to roll the... Yep, they will roll the window down also. Grace does that too. And I'm afraid she'll jump out, so it's easier just to turn the truck off. He's got an APU, don't he? I think he does. I used to have one that would do that too. Little dog will hit the horn. So, if I leave the steering wheel in the down position, he'll blow the horn. Yep, the horn. I kind of like the first way you spelt it. It was kind of cool. The funny thing is, I knew exactly what you were saying with the horn. Did you say you got puppies? Oh, they're good puppies. Yeah, they are good puppies. Little dog is like, little dog thinks the rut is on. He's like super horn dogging lately. The last two videos I made, he's been like putting on a show. Yeah. Sometimes they're bad. Little dog is a real butthole, but it's kind of his charm in a way. Oh, we're at exit 1. That means that we are coming into Kentucky. We'll be at land between the lakes before you know it. We have to drive right by the coach's house, guys. Y'all don't get worried. I'll be all right. Shoot, I'm not going home. I'm going to St. Louis to buy new tarps. I'm driving 100 miles out of the way, but I'm okay with that. I want to pick them up. I don't want to have to wait for them for 2 weeks. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Nah, that would mean I'd have to spend some money, Karen. You know I'm tight. Welcome to Kentucky. Oh, that's a good thought. Nah, I might get charges filed against me. We'll wait, and maybe RVT will come and toilet paper his house, or he'll have that. I do it. Ain't no telling. Yeah. Granite City, Illinois has a pretty good tarp shop, and my tarps are pretty heavy. They're going to make me some lightweight ones that fit the CFM 56 and the Leap and a few other engines. And they're making red stitching on them, so it ought to look really nice. But they're 20 pounds lighter than the tarps I have, and they ought to take up a lot less space. And he told me he'd make my motorcycle tarps for me because the Rebel, I can't buy a tarp I can't find a tarp that will stand up to the wind. And I can't find anything for the Grom that will either. Skins makes a wonderful tarp. That's what all of our guys over here use, but most of them over here have full dressers, and that's the only tarps they make is for full dressers, or they make like patio tarps and stuff like that, and I want a good one. Yeah, custom made. Hope so. He ought to make it the way I want it to. I mean, he's made them before, he said, so he knows what he's doing. He just wants to measure the bikes before he makes them. And I was like, dude, I'll pay you to go over to the Honda shop and measure some bikes. And he wouldn't go to the Honda shop even for $150. Well, come on, Karen. He should have done it. He's probably going to charge me $400 for the tarps. I know that the two CFM 56 tarps are going to be $800. Hell, I told him I would even plug his business and throw him some business. You know how Driven's always doing tarp videos. I'm not going to do that, but I'll throw him a little plug. Oh, Minimizer contacted me on my video that I did on their crappy Minimizer floor mats, and they said they're going to rectify the problem and give me my money back now. Oh yeah, he's going to charge me that much. Yep. He even pulled out the Jewish card on me. He told me, he said, dude, I'm Jewish. I said, you can't say that. He said, yeah, I can. I'm Jewish. He's going to make that money, he said. I thought it was kind of funny. All right, you want to go fast? I'll let you go around me. Oh yeah, I'm really glad they're going to fix it. Um, I would rather have the floor mats working properly because of the dog hair, but the lady tried to say, well, they fit perfectly except for this 3x3 square, which is like a 5x5 square, and I was like, if something's supposed to fit like if it's supposed to fit like a glove, and it don't fit like a glove, then it's not perfect. Yeah. Well, I was going to order the Minimizer fenders for my truck, but they was going to be $2,800 just for the fenders. And I ended up buying the truck's fenders, and they were only $800. And the only difference really was a little breakaway bracket that they have on the Minimizer side, which I ended up ordering for like $30 and using on these fenders. I need to call trucks back because they acted like they might work with me on some stuff, and I'm thinking about putting my truck in super rigs this year. Of course, that'll mean I have to wash it. Maybe more than once. That would be terrible. But I have found a couple of good places to wash this at that's a whole lot cheaper than some of the other places. That would be terrible. You wouldn't believe how often that somebody starts detailing the truck and gets sidetracked and ends up working in a planner book or something like that. It just amazes me. Apparently, somebody has the ADD. Ah, they sent it to a zoo. How big was it anyway? She really should have had her babies off hibernating. You would think, this time of year. I seen that they're talking about, this is on Google, and I didn't read it. I always go back and re-look up stuff after I see it on Google. But Google was talking about humans being able to hibernate maybe. I think if we could hibernate, we would live a lot longer. I mean, look how long box turtles live. And they hibernate all winter. You would really cut down your food bill if you could hibernate. Oh, it's just a baby. Don't they have babies like every 3 years? How come they never find a Bigfoot like that? Ah, every 2 years. All right. I was watching my security cam, and the bobcat was back yesterday, and some strange creature that looked like a possum, but it looked like it had a waistcoat on. So I got to go back and slow the video down and watch it again. Now it might have been a possum that got something wrapped around his butt up at the hog farm. I don't know, but it was pretty interesting. And even though I was walking like a possum, it was walking in a much straighter line. I really do believe in Bigfoot. I think he's the real missing link. Yeah, I wonder how many of them survive. In the initially. 'Cause I bet 3 of them don't grow up to adulthood. accident or something, or fall out of a tree. Well, I hope bears ain't on the decline like bees. That would be sad. Oh yeah. Do they do the people when people come up there and go bear hunting? Do they bait them? I know that over here in this part of the country they bait them, and I don't feel like baiting bears is a good way to hunt them. I just think that's wrong. That's just my opinion. But I'm from Kentucky here. We don't bait deer or anything else. We might hunt out of a deer stand or a blind, but we don't bait them. Oh, good, good. I think that takes all of the work out of it. You ought to have to work for your meat. Now, my deer at home, I do put out a salt lick, but I only do that so I can watch them. I don't shoot them. And it's funny because after they all get pregnant, they'll hang out at that salt lick all the time. Excuse me. They leave it alone most of the year until they get pregnant. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you can't even put it out for them just so they get some minerals? I can't wait to get those deer web cameras set up that I've got to pick up over at Best Buy. It's crazy, but I'll sit there and watch them damn deer all day long. Well, when I'm not driving. Oh, yeah, I guess it would do that. It would be kind of like leaving your trash out. Yeah, I watched a bunch of these other deer webcams. There's not that many of them really, but a lot of them are like in Texas, and they feed the deer. I just I just put my salt block off on the path where they go anyway, right? Well, all right. Look at you, reveling in the disaster of a rodent. It's amazing how many animals actually live off of rats and mice. I mean, you don't really think about it, but when you see all of these hawks and everything along the side of the road, that's what most of their food supply is mice. Yeah, there sure is. I didn't realize how many mice there is actually is till I was planting ginseng in the woods, and it was like when you're out there working. It was February, and there was mice everywhere under the leaves. And it's like the bobcat that we see all the time. That's its major food source is mice. I'll read that in a second. I'm passing the CIA truck. CIA. Yeah, I've seen hawks do that. I've noticed a change with hawks in the last couple of years. Usually, I've never seen hawks that eat like roadkill, but I've been seeing a lot of hawks now that are sitting on top of roadkill surrounded by buzzards, and they're having standoffs. And the buzzards are kind of scared of the hawk, it looks like, but they got him by numbers, but they're still scared of him. Yep, they just sit around. Yeah, it did. They didn't used to do that, did they? I mean, I don't think they used to do it. And I think the hawks are getting bigger too. Yep, that's the way I look at it as a free meal. Now that I'm going to Seattle so much and San Francisco, I'm seeing a lot of Paraguay falcons. But the other day I was up on the bay and I seen a different kind of hawk. It had stripes on its wings. It wasn't a Paraguay though, it was smaller and fatter. But I know it was some kind of hawk. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was. I'll have to look it up. It was. I mean, a lot of times younger hawks are. I mean, the bird was an adult, you could tell, but it was just definitely smaller and it was very butterbally. He looked edible. And he had stripes on his wings. If it was, that's the first time I ever saw one. I have a bald eagle about a half a mile from my house, and I never really paid a lot of attention to them, but I got to reading. It says they keep on building their nest the whole time they live in there, and until it squishes the tree that they're in. I thought that was pretty interesting because I swear his nest is big enough you could put a Volkswagen in his tree. I don't know why you'd want to put a Volkswagen in it, but you could. All right, Karen. He might have been young, but he definitely had stripes going from front to bottom, top to bottom. Let's see. Had buzzards in the backyard. Well, that's quite interesting. I've got buzzards too. There's been a new phenomenon I read in the news in the Midwest right here, where buzzards are killing calves. Apparently, the mama cows, the buzzards are menacing the calves right after they're born, and then the mama tries to run them off by laying down on top of her calf and protecting them, and she smushes them and kills them. Have y'all ever seen them videos of those goats over in Europe? Those eagles over in Europe. They're bigger than our eagles, and they knock those goats off of the cliffs. It's quite funny in a sad sort of way. Will Burke is from Washington State. And Midnight Rider is in Maryland, and Karen Price is in Montana. And I don't know who the other ear hustlers are. Oh, one of them's me. Yeah, them are really cool videos. Knock them off the cliff, and I'm thinking that's got to be a really big bird, because like a bald eagle, he's not big enough to pick up anything that weighs more than a few pounds. The Devil's Tower and was riding the motorcycles over there. One flew across the road, and you really don't realize how big they are till you see them up close. They are such spectacular animals. I really like owls too. You don't get to see a lot of owls flying, but every once in a while I'll catch one flying through the front yard, and it's pretty neat the way they fly. Yeah, they are really quiet. They're like silent death to a mouse or something, I guess. Wow, that's pretty amazing. That it could kill something but not fly away with it. But I bet their beak can just cut through things like butter. I know those big old parrots can take your finger off in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would think the eagles are a lot bigger than the buzzards. Are your buzzards red-headed or black-headed? I've got both kind. I think the black-headed ones are a little bit smaller. I've got a friend that used to live out in the woods when he was little. His dad was kind of crazy, and he made him live out in the woods with his brother so they could learn how to live off the land, and he wouldn't let them come back home for like a month. And he said they ate a buzzard one night. He said it was terrible. I don't know if I believe him. I mean, I believe him that it was terrible, but I don't know if he ate a buzzard or not. And I'll eat just about anything. I would eat a buzzard if I was hungry enough. It'd be kind of hard to get a skunk down, but if I was hungry, I'd do that too. I got chased by a skunk the other day in Laredo on my motorcycle. It was a baby skunk, and it was chasing me down the road. I wasn't sure if he wanted to ride or if he just wanted to play. And I got it all on camera, but I haven't watched the footage yet. It might have yeah, you're probably right. It probably is like, hey, I know you're a pack, you pack animals around. I want to go too. I want to get out of Laredo. How's the old man doing, Karen? Sounds right to me. Yeah, he might have wanted to cuddle. I like sleeping with animals. Ain't that weird? That's good. Oh no, not. I bet you really, really took that out on him that he wrecked your Jeep. Did you put it to him, Karen? I mean, it's a Jeep. I mean, it's okay to wreck a Jeep. They're made pretty tough. Is the Jeep gonna survive? I'm sure you did. He seems like the kind of guy that can probably fix it, though. Oh, now, a tree ain't that bad. Unless he was going really, really fast. Was the tree in your front yard? Oh my gosh, Karen. How did I know he was pulling down a tree? I didn't say that, but I said I was thinking in my head, well, at least he wasn't pulling down a tree when he wrecked the Jeep, but that's what he was doing. Yeah, I think skunks are kind of adorable. But Karen, that's something like there's certain things that I shouldn't do, and cutting down trees and pulling up trees one of them. I've knocked trees down with my tractor, and I've had to run from them because they came back and got me. And I can cut down trees pretty good, but I'm always afraid they're going to land on me. So I think every time I cut one down, I'm just lucky it don't fall on top of me. Even though I know the process of cutting one down, it still worries me. You know men can't ever wait. We got to go ahead and do it, right? The more you yell, wait, wait for me, the faster it's going to go wrong. It's just a man thing. You know we're not right. It's just like adding fuel to the fire, probably. Paducah, 34 miles. Excuse me. Midnight Rider knows. Hey Donald Peck, how you doing? I seen your comment yesterday. Little Red Riding Hood. That's right. We're out with Little Red Riding Hood today. Here, there's the hood, see? We are riding in the hood. We're coming up on Kentucky Lake. Oh, that means we get to go over the bridge. I like the bridge up here. When I was a kid, I came down here with a school field trip. Apparently over here is a great big place where they buried a bunch of Chinese people. They were doing like the railroad or whatever. It was a sad monument. My ex-brother-in-law had to pet skunk. Oh, is that a skunk? For years as a kid. They had it deskunked. That's right. You can have them deskunked. I read that before, and I heard they make really good pets, and they don't stink no more. I also read that you have to get possums deskunked also, because they have a stinky gland. But I don't know if it's true or not. But I know I really like possums too. They're pretty tasty, but I don't want to eat them. I think they'd make good pets. As long as they keep their mouth closed. They've got really nasty looking teeth. But if it ever gives you any problem, all you got to do is run over and kick it, even really lightly, and it'll fall over and play dead. Backyard. And he says it keeps coming back. He's taken it off 3 times, and it keeps finding its way back to his backyard. Now, if you see a possum get hit, there's a good chance that it'll have babies in its marsupial pouch, and you can go and get them out, and then you can hand feed them and raise them. But you're going to have to keep them in your marsupial pouch. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen a mean possum. I mean, they will fight a small animal, but otherwise they just play dead. But I agree, their teeth are very scary looking. Well, that might be changing, Karen. Over the last 10 years, I have watched armadillos move out of Arkansas, and now they're in western Kentucky, and they are in southern Illinois now. So the animals are moving with the polar shift. So what that actually tells me is that at some point in time, your geographical location is going to be further south than what it is now. So you're going to be going to warmer weather. Unless the animals are just adapting and moving, I don't know. I kind of like my theory better. But it could go either way. I don't trust science to tell us the truth about anything, so I just make it up on my own. It could happen, Karen. It could. You might actually wind up in Salt Lake latitude or weather, you know? See what I'm saying? And look, hey, Trucker for Life, how you doing? I hope you're doing good out there. My tomato plants have changed. All the tomato plants that I've always raised won't grow. They'll still grow, but they won't produce the same tomatoes like they normally would. I'm going to have to change to a different kind of tomato plant. Maybe one that grows in the North Country somewhere in, you know, northern Indiana or something. Hey, look, the Kentucky scale is closed. I like that. Yeah, see? Will knows. He knows. It's happening. Are you driving tonight, Trucker for Life? Ah, look, the other side's open. No, they're not open. I don't know. Maybe they are. No, they're just over there asleep. No, they're rolling one across. Now, I don't think you got to worry too much about desert heat. Let me think about it, Karen. Let's see. I mean, there is. I mean, If you look at it this way, the Arctic has moved to Siberia and England, so it's moved 1,600 miles off course. I don't think that you're going to move 1,600 miles off course. If you do, you're going to be in Mexico City probably. But actually, Mexico City has wonderful weather. It's the average temperature is 78 degrees year round. And I could live in 78 degrees year round. Let's see, the poles went there to there. Yeah, that would put us at a more southerly latitude. $75 max? Wait a minute, Karen. Do you go swimming? At 75, the water don't even get warm. I'm pretty sure you guys don't have warm water up there anyway, outside. It's always cold. See, I knew you was one of them ice princesses swimming around in water that's 42 degrees, and you're just like, you know, happy as can be, like an otter. Not me. I would have back spasms and drowned. Not belly spasms, back spasms. Oh yeah, that's right. You got thermal. Yeah. That's right. You're living on top of a volcano. That's true. Do you live inside of the caldera, or are you outside of the caldera? I guess it don't matter, because if the caldera ever blows, you're in trouble. But I imagine you would leave if the caldera was going to blow. You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go west, because the wind don't blow to the west. You're safer out that way. Yeah. That's right, Midnight Rider. Young groundhogs will climb trees. They're quite entertaining. Yep. They can't do it when they get to be 50 pounds, but when they're smaller, they climb trees really good. Most people have never seen that. Yule Gibbons probably ain't even never seen that, but it's cool. And I love mulberries, so I understand why a groundhog would climb a tree to eat a mulberry. Oh, you're gonna have plenty of warning, probably. I know you're. Don't tell me how old. I know you ain't old enough to remember Mount St. Helens, all right? Remember, everybody got off of that mountain except for that old man. And I keep forgetting. I got to go look and see if anybody ever paid his back taxes. But he decided to stay, but he could have left. I think the government will warn you that the caldera is going to blow in advance. Probably. But I think you're smart enough to know that when all the trees are dying, it's probably time to go. I know that's what you say. Is that what his name was Harry Truman? Yeah, I remember the ash too. Oh look, we're at the bridge. Yay! Yep, Spirit Lake. That's where he lived. Yep. And see, Will, what I was thinking, if he didn't have any family, now although his house and all that's gone, the geographical location of where his house existed is still there. All right. So he still technically owns that property, or his descendants. But if nobody paid taxes on it, it should be up for sale. I wonder if Spirit Lake is gone or if it ever came back. I'll have to look that up. Now you've given me something to do. Or if the government took over all that land. We need to find out, Karen. We'll go in on it. But even a crater is a piece of property. It's got to be worth something. And I know all the trees grew back. One thing you can't do is keep Mother Nature down. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to plug my phone in. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I can. Oh, it works. Oops. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to go up with the mountain, though, if it was going to blow. I mean, he could have wrote a book. He could have made all kinds of money off of it if he had played it right. But instead, he got blowed up. Oh, that's neat. Paducah, welcome to Paducah, Kentucky, guys. Well, no, we're not in Paducah. We're in Calvert City, but we're almost there. No, it ain't. It's 63 miles. That's another hour away. I was down there on that road down there one day, and the DOT pulled me and my friend over. They let me go, and they strip searched him and searched his truck. It was quite entertaining. I got out of there as fast as I could. That was back in the bad old days when we didn't have uniform laws. Midnight Rider remembers them days. All right, let's see how far I got to go. Okay, it's 189 miles. No, Paducah's just 14 miles away. All right. I thought I was closer. Oh, the split in Illinois is 61 miles away. My signal will be gone before then, guys. I guarantee you that. Once I cross over this money-saving bridge, you know, anytime you live on a border, there's always going to be some commercial that says, cross that money-saving bridge, folks. Because everybody that lives over in Illinois, they come down here to Kentucky and buy their gas and cigarettes and stuff like that, right? So the internet signal just goes away there too. Oh, if it's a national monument, they probably won't let us buy it for back taxes then. You can ride your motorcycle up there and stuff, because a friend of ours did a ride up there back last summer. I'm going to ride up there this coming summer. And I got to finish the ride at Mount Rainier. But I wonder if the glacier will be gone by the time next year rolls around. They're saying it's melted. And that I don't know if they were serious about changing the name of Mount Rainier to a little R. Why does it have a big R because it has a glacier? That don't make sense to me. I don't know. I know it don't make sense. It might have been one of those news articles where they were just talking out their backside. I mean, lots of other mountains don't have glaciers, right? So, and they have a capital letter. Yes, I do. I love Google, and I love everybody that loves Google. No, I was talking about Mount Rainier. Apparently, there's a glacier on top of it. Apparently, I don't know. You don't have a Mount Rainier, also, do you? You've got Glacier National Park over in your neck of the woods, which I will be visiting this year. Yes, it's in Washington State. I don't know. It might mean that. But you're right. I seen a reindeer beer up there at those little eateries along the way. I couldn't get any because I was, on the motorcycle, but I really did want one. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. You're welcome, Ron. You're welcome very much. We're gonna be signing off when we cross the bridge up here in Paducah, because that's where the signal will go away. I wish they would get more cell phone towers in Illinois. Hell, I wish they would come and put one on my property. I would certainly like that rent check. You might have time, Karen, but I don't, because that money saving bridge is dead ahead. One of you guys will have to go live and entertain each other. Is anybody else driving? I know you're probably not, because you can't write and drive. I spent 8 years and never went across the scale running over the road. I went around every one of them in America. You're funny, Karen. Will do, Ron. Only got 3 more hours left and it'll be done. Oh, it's just 12:44. I'm doing good. I've gotten a few DOT checks, but one time I went 3 years without one. I found that to be spectacular. But that Henderson, Kentucky scale, they used to get me every couple of weeks. So I think that guy made up for it. Thank goodness he retired. They sure can't get you for anything. I know they're just doing their job, but sometimes they go a little bit overboard. Darn it, I've got the chapped lip syndrome. Ah, chapstick. That's right there. Good to go. Jeff Beard. Hey Jeff, how are you doing? I was telling them last night I was gonna call you and see if you were still in Kansas. I'll be up all night. You're funny, Jeff. I know you are definitely not on that stuff. But hey, did everything work out for you in Kansas? No, just a quick trip to pick up equipment. Great trip. Oh, okay. That thing that we were talking about over there, um, did that come to fruition? Are you going to be able to do that? What you was talking about doing? Oh, hey Jeff, if I bought something, could you hang on to it for me? I mean, there's this old motorcycle I was thinking about buying that's there at the Honda dealership at your house, and I want to buy it for a project bike and fix it up and give it away. It's a 450 Rebel. They only they only made them for 2 years. Could you store that for me if I bring it over? I would pay you. All right, I will work it out. That's I don't want nobody else to buy it, and it's been there for almost 2 years at the Honda shop. And I thought, well, if I buy it up, if I leave it sitting there, somebody might buy it. But I think it'd be a great project bike because they made so few of them. They only made them for 86 and 87, I think is when they made them. Of course, it don't run, but it don't need much. I think it needs a carburetor is the main thing it needs. Yep, that's where it's at. Well, it might be the same Jeff Beard. Ron, I was just in Syracuse last night, actually. I left Syracuse last night at 8 o'clock. Happy Thanksgiving to you too there, Happy Midnight Rider. I don't know. Let me give them a call and all of that stuff. I don't want to put you out. I mean, if you want to go get it, I'll pay you to Uber it home and all that good stuff. But it might be kind of heavy for you to handle by yourself. I mean, it probably weighs 350 pounds. You're a big boy and can handle it. You're strong, but you might hurt your back. And you got future plans with your back there. You're going to need your back. Never did the news, Ron Perkins. Are you sure, Jeff? You might have done the news. You got that kind of voice, See, Karen was thinking what I was thinking. I was going to Uber it over. Oh, well, hey, that's pretty uptown if y'all got Lyft. I didn't realize how close you was to Deadwood. Hey, Ted Blankman, how are you doing today? Hey, Ted, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be setting up my deer cam overlooking that lake, and then you can have a look at it, all right? Gobble, gobble day, time to truckers out there drive. Say, will do, Ted Blankman. I'll let you know when I get that set up, and then you can look at it on the webcam. I went in on 81 all the way up to Syracuse and got off at 11 right there and went to the airport to the backside and delivered there. Sit on the tarmac for about 12 hours while they changed the engine out. Then they loaded me up and I was on my way. Oh, what's an RGR? I don't know what that is, but probably. I don't know. Oh, okay, roger that. Oh, all right. We will there, trucker will. I appreciate it. Oh, there's the pilot over there. I don't like that pilot over there at all. Same to you, Ron. I hope everybody has a good turkey day. I'm going to actually break my keto and I'm going to eat some pecan pie. I'm going to eat pecan pie. And I may have a drink. I haven't had a drink in 2 or 3 months. I'm going to have a drink. I might have a drink and do a live feed. I know it's been so long since I had a pecan pie. And I do love pecan pie. How about chocolate pecan pie? Oh boy, that's decadent. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Karen. Don't take it out on that old guy about that Jeep, you know. I'm gonna go over and have Thanksgiving with my kids and grandkids. I got a babysit next Friday. I can't wait. Or this Friday, I mean. Mince pie is pretty good. I like it too. Boy, that zipper goes on forever. Oh, here comes the bridge, guys. It's the Ohio River. What's this guy, drinking or something? Oh, he's moving. His old lady done kicked him out. Nope, no banana cream pie. Not since my mom died. I don't eat no banana cream pie because she can't make it no more. I haven't had German chocolate cake since she died either because she's the only one that knew how to make it. I can't believe they don't have this bridge lit up at nighttime. Where's their pride? All right, there is the welcome to Illinois sign. Your taxes just went up. I want you guys to have a spectacular night if possible and a better day tomorrow. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.